Art?
She beat me.
Art, why don't you turn around and say what day this is, in case we send this to somebody.
It's Mother's Day, May something.
12th?
12th, 1985.
Okay, and where are we?
In Salem, Oregon.
In our backyard.
In our backyard, yeah. Playing ping pong. Kathy just beat me.
Oh, she did, huh?
I'm going to swat her on the seat. If I can catch it. Doubtful.
There's Tim. And there's Paul. And there's Luke. Hi, Lukey. Hi, Luke. And there's Grandfather. Say hello to the camera.
Hello. Happy Mother's Day.
The ladder's out in the garage. Okay. Hey, you ought to get that, huh?
You want to say who you are? And
I'm Ralph Donovan, sort of grandpa to this bunch.
Sort of.
And there's Monty. Hi, kitty.
I got the swallows nesting in my birdhouse.
Oh, how good. Hi, kitty, kitty.
Oh, they're in there early this morning. I think they're feeding the babies already.
Huh. Do they? And here we are in the Jones backyard.
On the table, right?
On the table.
On the table.
Barb, would you step out and say something? Come out in the sunshine a little bit. Barbara, come out in the sunshine. Say hello to West Virginia and wherever. Say hello to Uncle Ralph. And
I never saw that ladder before.
That's one I've had around here for 20 years.
I never even saw one made that way before. That's so weird.
Yeah, it's really handy. You can lift it out.
there's Paul going up the ladder. Hello, Paul. Say hi. Oh, yeah. Where's Monty? There he is. Hey, kitty, kitty.
When you use it as a step ladder, how do you
Oh!
just have the steps on the one side? Oh, I see. That's and that's up there. It's on the right side.
Right, yeah. Now they're turned around here, though you can use them.
You got to make the ladder. You've got it started pretty well.
Yeah. Polka dot them now.
There, I'm getting all. Where's Zeke, I wonder? There's Lolly. Hello, Lolly. How are you?
Luke is so solemn, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's always scared about what's going to happen.
What's going on?
Yeah, Barb. I bleed every day someplace.
That's our entire garden, 3 tomato plants. And around
Why don't you come over by the camera and talk?
strawberry plants in the corner there, and around the corner of the shed is a hill of cucumbers. And that's a white pine over there behind the shed.
And an apple tree right here.
And a plum.
And a Brooks prune tree over there, just got planted. And there's our dog patio.
The tomatoes are coming up out of the tile, huh?
Yeah.
There's
Goodness, that was a big bush one time.
Tim riding the scooter.
Yeah, they will. Well, I'm gonna.
Except that once a year you have to go around and clean every one.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of maintenance.
Head. And it's really a mess
See ya.
sometimes.
Well, there's our house on Ellis Avenue. There's my dad's car, Art's truck, my little black car, Paul's car, and Tim and Barb's car. My dad is driving home to Woodburn now after dinner. Bye-bye. What kind of tree is that, Art?
That's a myrtle wood.
And that's native to where?
Native to Coos Bay, Oregon. Down on the south coast.
Yeah.
That's the only place that they grow.
Really? Well, don't they grow in the Holy Land or something too, or is that?
I think they're a different variety or a different species of the same genus.
Oh.
That's the only place that this one grows. Is the Oregon myrtle grows down on the south coast near Coos Bay. Well, across the street from our house is the city park. It's Hoover Park. All of this at one time was filbert orchard or cherry orchard. I think it was a combination of the two. Now they've cleared out. When we moved here, it was just an open field. And now it has been developed into a city park with city ponds, and it's part of the school. Over behind the school itself are the play things for the youngsters, and then there are a couple of tennis courts over beyond the fence that you can hardly see from here.
What's can you?
Down at the end, way at the end of the street, just beyond that red device and that gray block building, you can see the cars passing by. That's freeway. That's Interstate 5. It goes north and south all the way from the Canadian border to the Mexican border, I think.
Now, can you see any cars? It's all thinned out right now.
Yeah, right now it's thin. Now you can see them going by, but if a truck goes by, you can see it much better. But you can see the cars whipping by.
Well, let's see. I can zoom in on. There's that. Let's see. Why don't you explain about all these trees that we planted too?
Yeah, all these are Norway maple that we planted when we moved in here. Our neighbor who lived in the house just over there his family owned a nursery in I think it was Jervis. And we went up and got these trees bare root, and brought them down, every one along here, and planted them all. And everybody in the neighborhood went along with it.
Well, there's a squirrel on the corner of the shed that lives up inside of there with his family. What's he doing anyway? I can't see. All I can see is his tail. There he is. Hello, Barbara. Hello.
What are you doing?
Look at Luke just saw the squirrel.
Oh, I don't know, because you're an interesting subject.
My father
Okay, this is Barbara, Tim's wife, who's from Duluth, Minnesota, and she manages a Circle K store, as does Tim. Okay, and there's Zeke. And he's looking over the squirrels, of whom he's deathly afraid. Put him down on the table or something and see what he does. Those are his arch enemies. There. Poor baby. Now you're on.
This is my workshop where I spend an awful lot of time. Enjoy every minute of it.
Why don't you turn on those other lights over there? That would help. Yeah, okay. What's that chair you're working on there?
Oh, that's an office, a desk chair. A swivel chair. This is the base down here. I'm just refinishing it.
Okay.
Got it just about done. Need to just put some wax on the rest of it and it'll be ready to go.
What are all your tools? What's that one over there on the bench there?
Well, that's a drill press, my router and a router table, and my belt and disc sander, radial arm saw, and my table saw over behind me.
I don't know if that shows up very well, but
And my tool box.
Huh.
I've got lots of portable tools down below on a shelf down there. Skill saw.
you're gonna clean it up one of these
Sander
days
and-
too, right?
One of these days I'm gonna clean it up.
See how neat your workbench is over there? Look at all that good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but I know where everything is. See, this
Ah,
way.
good.
If I need a good knife, you know, I've got a knife.
Show them, let's see, your sandpaper holder there.
Oh, yeah, this is my sandpaper holder. We got the different grades marked out, different grits. 40 all the way up through 600.
Well, that's pretty good.
Hey, you're on the air.
Hey, this is my Mother's Day flowers I got from Pat and Glenda. Oh, your flash didn't work, Kathy. And Pat's in Vicksburg, Mississippi, going to school this week and next week. So he called today. Kathy's gonna take a picture. My eyes closed. downtown Salem. Jimmy, you're being taped now. This is live tape. What's funny you
Hi,
say?
we're coming to you here from the home of Pat and Glenda Jones. There's Patrick. Well, maybe we can get someone else up here to talk.
What's the day today?
Today is June 16th, 1985, Father's Day.
Right, and where are we?
We are in
I
Hills,
am a father. We're in Hillsboro, Oregon.
the home
And
of
there's
Pat and
another
Glenda
one of
Jones.
my,
Where is he? He didn't get his picture. There's
whom I
Polly.
am the father.
Right, we got to get a family portrait of the three.
Right.
How many are here? Yeah, three babies. And there's Brad swinging on the swings.
I'm ready to go, man.
Brad, you want to wave?
The Jones Open. Look, we're at a helicopter.
There's a croquet set.
Preparing for combat. Okay, how do we do? We go through and then over there? Yeah. In the middle. Actually, in your neck.
There's Pat.
Well, you guys be careful by this barbecue. Okay? Come on back. Go down the grass and keep away from this barbecue. Hi, Scotty.
You having a hard time to wake up?
Much rather be in the office than in the store.
They had another robbery I saw at one of the stores. Wow. Sort of scary, huh?
Anybody hurt?
Just came in, showed a gun, took the money, and left.
There you
I'm
are.
gonna pull you in with me. Get you.
You want to be alone?
Profiling
Come here,
Glenda.
Casey.
Yeah, get a profile,
Oh,
Glenda.
goodness. Okay, here it is.
And you're how many weeks pregnant?
7 months.
7 months. How many weeks exactly?
31.
31 weeks. And how many were Scott and Kelsey when they were
32.
born? Oh boy.
Much better this time.
Yes. I should say. Oh, and there's
Casey.
Casey.
I wanted you to see if you thought he was too skinny.
There's Scotty. Hi, Scotty.
Like dogs really have affection for people. Born them if they die or
Yeah.
cat.
Hi, Scotty. Can you wave at me? Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? You gonna play croquet?
Just gotta help with Daddy.
Oh.
Daddy needs a lot of help.
And we both got kind of,
Well, you get the best quality and it's more creamy than.
I bought some of this dryers,
Yeah.
and that's terribly sweet.
Let's see, I'm just telling my machine a message. I just put it on inside lighting here. See if Barb looks any different. Okay, and then I'm going to change it back to the outside lighting. And we'll see if it makes any difference. Okay, now it's on outside. You look different, Barb? We'll see.
Here comes Scott.
Someday. You coming? Okay, we're waiting for Scott to appear in the doorway. So in the meanwhile, we'll look at Kelsey. Hey, Kelsey. You gonna?
Wave your hand, Kelsey.
Can you say something? Say, my name is Kelsey. Oh, here comes Scotty. We're doing something. Here he comes. He's coming. There he is.
You lost the boat.
Say,
Grandfather of the
Father
year.
of the year.
boy, that's a
Winner's
pretty
circle.
good honor, huh?
Boy, there's a,
Look at this.
thank
So,
you very much, Paul.
to someone I really love.
Really love.
Happy Father's Day. Kathy.
Really love.
Yeah, this guy's
Oh,
really.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Cassie.
Oh, you like that, all right?
Honey, here, you hold these.
Yeah.
that
Here
for
sure is. Yeah, I got
Still
one. It
taping
says
you in.
Father of the Year. From the same guy.
Why, thank you.
I don't know if you'll ever use the lady at
Aw.
the store said, good luck, because she's never been able to make it
That
work.
film leader retriever that Bruce was showing me. So if your film goes back, you can get it back out. You know, if you take your film out and you're not through with it, then you can pull it out. Isn't that sweet? Thanks. Well, that was a thoughtful thing. I'm glad to have it.
Love this picture. My brother Floyd had a clock.
For an
very
extra
similar to
nice
that.
grandma.
Go in there, Daddy, turn the light on. She's in there.
Well, thank you.
You just go by too? Okay, go in there. Daddy's in there.
Wow, boy, it's smoking. Great.
See my nice card? Am I on camera?
I was
Yeah,
thinking,
second, let me
do you think that's too hot to move that down here on the grass?
hold it up.
We got pot holders?
There's my birthday card. Pat and Linda.
There, Tim, they're in the little drawer right next to the stove.
Yeah, let's see
On
what
the
else I
right.
got.
No, that one, you might have it, you might not ever use it. You can take that.
Wow.
Do you have one? Okay.
That's too bad.
Not at Kmart. So you can, and I might have to enter the receiving board.
Like to take-
Do you have a Kmart there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it might, the one I have is different though.
Well-
Mine is just for coffee only.
Yeah, but they're, I mean,
Well, that's too bad, Glenna, because that was such a nice idea.
you don't need
It's
more
very,
than coffee bean, more than one coffee bean.
What'd you get, man?
well, it's a grinder for coffee, nuts, spices, and fruit rinds. But I have one that does coffee, so it's awfully similar. Well, you shouldn't have done that, Glenda. You shouldn't spend so much money on birthdays. Well, thank you very much.
You don't have a smoke from your mother out
I'm
there,
not on there
Yeah.
anymore. am I?
I'm trying to turn it off. It's just
Oh, that's your farm,
My
huh?
dream farm, yeah.
Everybody knows what you want.
Yeah.
Can you hold it up and show the camera? Dream farm. All right.
It's a perfect summer day, isn't it?
Yep, sure is. And it isn't even summer yet.
Not quite.
Another week.
What's today, the 16th?
Well, when you win the lottery and win $6 million, then you give them a bigger picture of it anyway.
Honey, it's not
I got-
your day to get presents.
Yeah.
Who gave me $1 for the lottery?
I don't
Somebody
know,
did.
honey, but that's
Oh,
someone
pig.
else.
I gave you
Oh, yeah.
for pig.
I buy one every time I go grocery shopping, just one.
Here, Scotty,
$8.
our daddy's gonna come. Here's a box.
Huh?
Why don't you put it back over by your tree?
Oh, about, I don't know,
More?
about 18, 19, something.
Huh?
Boy, I get the most beautiful stars, 2 5,000s right across the top, you know.
We're not too close.
For grandfather's love and kisses.
Oh, boy.
The two berries.
Something
Chelsea
really good
doing
on.
all that while banging all the cans.
Good thing they don't have alcohol in it.
You have too many pieces in it, Pat?
I don't think so. Some may think.
My neighbor across the street, who's now passed on,
Are
used
you
to
filming
make
all this?
fires,
yeah.
pieces of charcoal.
Oh, is that right?
And he used to laugh at me because they'd be over in our patio and I'd have a whole pile of
Bring a full of it. Oh, well, it goes faster that way.
What was in there, Art? I didn't see it.
Yeah, he's just opening it,
I
yeah.
haven't got it open yet.
Need some help?
Well, Daddy's gonna cook them. He has to cook them.
golly, can I ever use
Yeah,
that?
what that?
Yeah, that's wonderful. I was gonna get you one too, but I didn't.
Yeah, the old men that are retired, they have to have a lot of light.
Oh,
You took it
yeah.
on and off call. What's that?
Hand truck.
Oh, wow.
Golly.
Well, isn't that super duper?
Oh, yeah, for bringing out the,
Yeah, you got big bags of stuff to haul out of the garbage?
Yeah, you
Stop
can
and come.
convert it into.
There you are.
Are we on?
Yeah. I'm never sure what all these lights and things mean. The green means it needs to be focused or it is focused. I don't know.
Is it still
Circle
running?
good.
No, it's, huh?
Is it
Oh,
still
I'm
running?
sorry.
Yeah, it's running.
Oh, Tim just put a sticker on my shoulder that says, "Thanks, Dad."
Oh.
what's
Let's see if I can.
It's a sticker
This
set we
is-
gave away. Put it on upside down.
Oh, Father's Day.
Want a sticker? Circle
See,
K?
there's
Oh, advertising. Huh?
Barbara.
There she goes.
There's Arthur. Oh, you got one too. Everybody's got stickers. Except I can't see what I'm doing over here. I want you to learn to turn it off. And here's grandfather's sticker. What does it say again? Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad, yeah. Came from a present from Tim, that had from the Reliant
But they were giving them away at Circle K, I think.
Circle K store.
Here's Scott and Kelsey having their barbecue. There, I'm getting you up close. And there's Tim and Barb and Polly. Here's Art getting his. Here's Barb. You were hiding behind the pole before, Barbara. So I got you out. Aren't you glad?
So happy.
Paul, you're blocking her head.
Sit down next to you. Hey, everybody.
Ready?
Happy birthday to you. Go over here and sing. Happy. Go, Brad.
Happy birthday, dear Mom and Dad.
Dad, grandma, and grandfather.
Everyone, happy birthday to you.
Scott and Kelsey, stand back. They have to blow out together. Well, first you have to figure out why there's
Okay,
6
1, 2,
candles.
3, 4, 5.
Kelsey.
Let's see. He's 58 and I'll be 56. That's
Brad,
11.
Scott,
$100
get back. You go stand by grandfather's lights.
100 Brad.
114.
This could
No,
take a
Brad.
while.
Well, let's see.
Well, maybe they should blow them out first.
Yeah.
Okay, Carly.
1, 2, 3.
Make a wish.
Yay! Okay, now. Yeah. Oh, did it work out? Oh, don't put it back in.
Like this one.
Oh, pretty well. It's lighter weight
Uh-huh.
to carry around and everything.
Yeah, but I was hoping you'd send the other
Oh,
one so we
well,
could see it right.
We've got so many long, boring things you'd have to look through if we were in it.
Like all the grandchildren.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we don't like seeing all your grandchildren.
Yeah.
And,
There's too many of us standing there with our mouths hanging open. Though,
just like I'm doing now. How many pictures are you taking now?
How many?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm just taking you as you
Just
stand
taking me
there.
as I'm standing here
Yeah,
talking.
talking.
I'm going to move so you can get Kay in the picture and everything.
Well, how long have you been here? Harvey?
Couple of months.
I think that'll be 2 weeks Tuesday.
Oh,
3
weeks. Well, you were sick for a while, I guess.
Yeah,
huh?
they were all sick for a while.
Well.
Oh boy, we've had quite a.
Well, when did Gertrude come? I didn't know we were going to get to see her.
We went up and got her. I mean, she came down on the bus.
Oh.
This reminds me of Georgia.
Yeah.
Did she come Friday? Thursday. She came Thursday.
Oh, well, that was nice.
Yeah, and we went to
Glad we. Yeah. Well, say something, Quentin. Hi. How are you?
Fine.
Good.
say something more. You're more than fine.
Oh, she's taking pictures.
What amazes me is how beautiful the
Got you right on.
come out. Really?
I don't mind having her take pictures if I hate to watch them after she takes them.
Boy, me too.
Stupid.
What? Possum? Oh, my. Did she eat it then or not?
Is she taking pictures of? Oh, well, that's all right. He needs one too. Smile.
Hi, Gertrude. I didn't get you yet.
Well, I'd be interested to
Hey,
see.
get on your feet here. Come on, get up.
Hi, Quentin.
Honey, you haven't said
Hi.
hi to
Oh,
Ralph
yeah.
yet.
You came in behind me. I guess I didn't see you.
No, I didn't even know you people here. I was sitting in the TV room and looking at what was going on, but there wasn't anything on.
That's right. It is Monday. The regular soap operas are all on, I suppose.
Oh, Monday, I suppose, is no different. So far.
Hey,
Well, maybe I take this. Oh, it'll work
I
better.
recognize that hard hand.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hi, Ralph.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. What do you say? Well, nice to see you too. Well, I've been working at work.
Don't you know today's Labor Day?
That's, I thought we were supposed to work. It's Labor Day. Well,
You still got a mill here, a sawmill?
well, we have one, but it's not put together.
Right now, they're graveling a road.
They got a rock pit up on top, and we're digging rock, and I just came down to get our cat, take it back up there.
Putting some more road on the property here?
Yeah, this truck road that goes all the way to the top of the property there. We're rocking that so we can get up there in the wintertime.
You got timber to take out up there?
Well, there's a lot up there, but we're not taking any out. We're just thinning right now. And we have a market for our thinnings, so we want to be able to get up in there and get them out.
he doesn't know it.
That's right.
Pardon?
He doesn't know it, you do.
Oh, yeah. They'll increase quite a lot in their growth.
I took some of you before, and we were up looking at the new trees and everything. Or VHS.
VH.
Yeah.
So they're both VCR.
Yes, that's right.
But it has to be the right
The
variety.
mode is beta or VHS.
That's right.
Just so
Would
they
you
can
like?
be different.
Yeah.
Would somebody strike you?
Oh, that's what she writes all the time.
Attention after all.
You can
You
tell.
could spend all day
That's what our-
scratching her.
That's what our cat does. He just, as long as we're around, if there's any little children or anything, he runs and hides. Otherwise, he's just like that. He wants his tummy scratched all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Does that feel good? I guess it must.
Oh dear. Well, you're coming in, huh?
You did. No, I didn't think of it. She
This is Harvey backing the trucks on the road. Dump some rocks.
good enough.
Is it good enough?
It's good enough. It's one big pile, but we'll get it all spread
Yeah.
out.
Where's the rock coming from?
Well, up in our pit, up this road, and we'll go up there and have a look up there.
Okay, good.
On the ground. But we've been, from that side of the road down in there, we picked everything, or we're in the process of picking stuff up. But, I'll just walk right in here just a little way.
Isn't this the one that was buried and sort of
Yeah.
grown over with?
Yeah,
brush
we dug this out of the briars, and Charlie and I basically dug it up out of the briars, and
And somebody had abandoned it, or those an old
well,
one that you had?
Dad bought this in probably 63 or so, and in 65 it quit running, so it just got left where it was, and we were told that there were no parts available for it, so it wasn't worth fixing. And over the years, Charlie basically went around collecting parts for it. And
What year was it new in?
it was new in 1940.
My goodness.
It was new.
And it's I missed the first part, a John Deere?
It's a John Deere, and it's called a Lindemann.
Huh.
It's basically a wheel tractor John Deere wheel tractor that the Lindemann company put a set of tracks on.
Uh-huh.
And we drug it into the shop on January 3rd and drove it out on the January 26th, 23 days later. And we tore it down completely and repainted it and restored everything.
It looks pretty good.
But,
oh, there's the word Lindemann.
Yeah.
Now the starter motor starts this flywheel?
Yeah, it's got it's one of their more modern ones that you didn't have to hand crank it, but it had a starter on it. That's what it sounds like. That's buried in the generator.
That pop, pop, pop. Is that?
It's just the old Poppin' Johnny with tracks. Another back bearing, but we had both bearings put in new, and they were supposedly the lubricated for life seal bearings.
But it didn't hold.
Apparently, their life expectancy is pretty short.
Yeah.
What we did was we had originally applied for this cost share program that the estate has, where they will come in and one of their foresters will assist you and give you advice and whatnot, and then they will share the cost on doing it. Essentially, Dad had to apply for that, and then he hired Charlie and I to do the work.
Now that's for thinning. I don't start this in time to get the subject
Oh
matter.
yeah, okay. This is for thinning.
Okay.
This is like just pre-commercial thin, just to take out the dead trees and the trees that are never going to make anything.
Yeah, okay.
About 1,000 trees per acre, down to about 450 to 500 trees per acre, and that's still considered high. Too large a number of trees per acre. They like to have it between 300 and 400. They say ideally.
Even on the first
Even on your first pre-commercial thin. And what we had in here was, you couldn't walk through here. This was about 4 foot thick with little trees that we had cut down. They were just crisscrossed in here all over the place.
How big in diameter were they?
Well, right here's some of the bigger trees. This is as big a tree as we were taking out right here. And what we'll do with these now is, there's a mill that'll buy these real small logs, and we'll take about 100 of them or so, and we'll send them up to this mill. And
let's see, just for the record on this tape, what's the date today? This is Labor Day.
It's September, I guess, what,
Second.
1985.
Good.
few wolf trees in here, like that one right there. All these trees are 30 to 36 years old. And what we did was essentially just open it up so that they could put on a little bit more girth. We have some trees in here that are 4 inches in diameter at the butt, some of them that are 18 inches at the butt, and they're all the same age.